Hello everyone. So today we will discuss Aimcat 2312. Aimcat 2312. So I just done with the mock and I will give you the first cut analysis that uh, my overview, my look and obviously we will talk about the difficulty level of this section, this mock. There has been many speculations regarding the difficulty level of this mock. Some people are speculating it to be useless, worthless, irrelevant, and some stuff. But we will have some another view for sure. Just wait for a minute. So let's see what it is. There were some reviews. It was bad mock. These are the reviews which I received. Hard, easy, low scoring mock. Why they give this type of mock? Time is not having good time this time. And there are some other reviews, but I don't agree with such reviews. My perspective, I'm confident that you would also agree with this after 10 or 15 minutes. This was a good mock. This was not a weird mock. In this season I haven't found any mock weird than the SIMCAT 2 in comparison of difficulty level. But if we talk about this mock, what happened in this mock and how you should have attempted this. First, as usual, we will start with the VRC. So this section was not a surprise for many because 4 RCs were there and VA was there. But what I found special in the RC is that when I started with the first passage in each RC, the RC seemed difficult to me. But as I proceed, as I try to understand what the main idea, what the author is trying to say, I started getting gist of it. I started feeling what the author wants to convey. For example, there was one RC regarding the democracy, thick democracy and thin democracy. So in that passage I found यार ये तो क्या हो रहा है मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा. But as I proceed उसमें काफ़ी कुछ interesting था. Rest 3 अभी मुझे exact याद नहीं है which one are they, but they were also very interesting. कोई ऐसा पैसेज नहीं लगा मुझे जो कि इंटरेस्टिंग ना हो और जो कि काफ़ी डिफिकल्ट टू रीड हो. एज फार एज आई रिमेंबर जो फर्स्ट आरसी था एग्जाम का फर्स्ट आरसी था उसमें मुझे 4 क्वेश्चंस के 4 ऑप्शंस ट्रिकी लगे. एंड दोज हु गेट द लो स्कोर हेयर you would realize that options में कुछ tricks थी है ना. Options were very I would not say close, but they were very puzzling or trying to trap you in their traps. So ऐसे कुछ options थे RCs में, but overall RCs were doable, but I felt RCs on the moderate or easier side. But yeah, this time I took a little bit more time to solving the RCs. And if I come to the VAs, no parasummary question was there. The question was you have to tell the continuing sentence, the last sentence of the continuing sentence. Then there was PJs were pretty good, and the odd one out was also pretty good. So as usual, from the last 5 to 6 mocks, the reviews is same for the VRC. This is not different, but for sure it was not very easy. It was not very easy this time. It was good, it was doable, but as usual I don't think that cutoffs would go that high. But the marks may have seen marks से कुछ मतलब there may be different things है ना, तो marks से पता नहीं अभी कट ऑफ लेकिन इसकी जानी नहीं चाहिए है ना. So now if we come to the DLR was as usual, I would say the cat level. Why? Same analysis करेंगे. The first set was of the गेम्स एंड टूर्नामेंट सेट है ना. Then the set seemed very lengthy at the first instance. Then there was root and network set. After root and network, there was one set basis on the doctors and engineers, and then there was one DI set and a DI set. So what should be your order? At the first instance, I found it to be I found this one to be lengthy in reading, and this must have a large work note, and plus I am not very comfortable with the G and T, as most of the students are, so I don't think it would be the first choice. This was the 6 marker, this was the 6 marker, this was the 5 and 4, and this was the 4th question. Root and network seemed very easy at the first instance, but again it was a 6 marker question. I thought it might be time taking, so I didn't choose it as my first priority, which was a good choice. Then comes the doctor and engineer set. This was a simple arrangement set with just a one trap, that all the statements were not true, but were false. So if you missed out this false word, then it simply means that you are not reading the sets very thoroughly or very slowly. So what happens when you read a set fast, or not fast but not slow? When you read not slow, so you miss out some information. Here you will save plus 1 minute, but here you will lose minus 5 minutes, or maybe minus 5 marks also. So this is the relative comparison. So if you spend here extra 2 minutes, that means minus 2, because 2 minutes have been gone. You could have saved here plus 3 minutes and bragged plus 12 marks also. So you should not be focused on the speed when it comes to the DI. It hardly takes 1 to 2 minutes extra if you go with the care, but it can also save you from losing your marks and losing your section. So this. So obviously DI set was the first choice, because DI generally is easy, and this was not a different thing this time also. Then I moved to this set. So 1 or 2, or this could be your choice in this thing. And then obviously from 3 to 4, if you are very comfortable and confident about goals, games and tournament, you can go with that. But I did go with this set. So and then this. So 1 2 3 4 in 4 3 2 1 or 1 2 should be your utmost DLR game. And after what? After started the QA. Some questions was in the QA. There was questions related to the average, where distinct natural number should be there, related to the weights. It was a weights also question. So then there are 2 questions based on the graph. Then there were questions on the concentric circle. Then the possible sides of the triangle, where 2 coordinates were given. Then the sum of 5 5 5 5 6 6 6 6. Then one question from the functions. Then there is one time and work question, which was easy. 21st question tha na ye. Then there was one volume question, which was easy, but उन्होंने last में जो बोला था, I didn't understand that. So it might be I don't think what logic they had been trying in this question. This seemed very irrelevant. So the persons who are saying that the irrelevant, so obviously this question was irrelevant. This question was irrelevant from my point of view. Then this seems irrelevant too. Then there were questions on the selection. You have to select 25 balls from the 15 20 25 scenario. After that there were things like TSD question, where the person covered maximum distance, but you have to restrict him here, and you have to calculate the time taken from this point to this. And there were some other questions, but overall if I say this was the harder section, but you should not be worried about too much from here, because obviously if you see tomorrow, the cutoff would be very low, and a cutoff would be very low in this section. in this section, and what I believe that there was many traps in this section. Because of that, many people who have been confident might not get that confident post the test analysis. So that is nothing to worry about. But yeah, obviously this was the harder section as compared to the DLR or some other quants. But one learning is there. Even if you find this is to be the hardest or harder, there were many questions. One questions were from remainder. So there were many sitters also. If you don't agree with me, I can prove you for post the cutoff also, because the cutoff would be very low, and you would realize that you would have easily cleared the cutoff for the 95 percentile marks post the test analysis, है ना? Because TSG questions was cat level. Then there were time and work question that was very easy, sitter. A remainder question was doable, 5 5 5 6 6 6, that sum was doable. After that, you have to find the coordinates. You know that sum of two sides is greater than third sides, there should not be any issue. Then there was some ages question, father mother son, that was a cat level question. Then two concentric circles, that was a cat level question. The thing is that in any question I didn't found the simple integer values. So there was one question which I am very confused about. A plus b plus c is equal to 10 was given, and you have to find the fourth root of their sums. So I don't know whether they ask the fourth root of their sum or the individual 1/4 of individual sums, let it be. Whenever this type of mock, this type of any section appears, just try to be as efficient or as calm as possible, because if you get nervous, then there is a clear cut sign. And whenever this type of section appears, please don't think that this is the harder. Just दिल पे हाथ रख के बोलो कि all is well, because अभी जो आ गया यार तुम्हें वही करना है ना. उसके बाद भी डोंट क्रिटिसाइज एनीवन, जस्ट फोकस ऑन लर्निंग की आपको लर्निंग क्या है ना, उससे लर्निंग क्या मिल रही है. यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे क्वेश्चंस थे, जैसे कोऑर्डिनेट्स वाले क्वेश्चन था, ठीक है, और सिलेक्शन वाला क्वेश्चन था, फिर जो वो था इंटीजर एवरेज आएगी वो वाला क्वेश्चन था, चूजिंग एनी टू. सो देयर वर क्वेश्चंस दैट वर डूएबल, देयर वर क्वेश्चंस that you could have done right. Even if it is 5 to 6 question, that is a good to go. Even if it is 10 to 12, that is also a good go number. So overall VRC is okayish, and VRC or DLR is okayish. Quant is on hard side, nothing irrelevant है ना. अगर उसने 22 क्वेश्चन में से 5 क्वेश्चन इरेलेवेंट भी दे दिए तो पूरा मॉक इरेलेवेंट नहीं हुआ ना, तो तुम वो 5 क्वेश्चन को इग्नोर करो. दैट इससे तुम लर्निंग ले सकते हो कि तुम्हें कैट में क्या छोड़ना है या क्या करना है ना. दो कैट हैज नेवर बीन दिस डिफिकल्ट, बट अगर कुछ भी हो गया, या देखो डिफिकल्टी इज रिलेटिव टर्म है ना. माइट बी यू थिंक कि कैट बहुत डिफिकल्ट आया और किसी ने उसमें 66 on 66 भी स्कोर कर देगा क्वांट में, है ना. तो वो क्या पता तुम उस दिन नर्वस हो जाओ या उस सेक्शन में नर्वस हो. सो दैट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग, है ना. उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है सोचने का. बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड इज दैट डिफिकल्टी रिलेटिव है. अभी इससे तुम यही अंडरस्टैंडिंग लो कि कभी भी क्वेश्चन आए, चाहे मुझसे 22 में से 10 क्वेश्चन ही बने, बट मैं अपना बेस्ट दे के आऊँगा. एंड इस मॉक में 5 to 6 क्वेश्चंस तो तुम बना ही सकते थे यार. 5 to 6 क्वेश्चंस यू कुड हैव डन, है ना. तो क्वांट हार्ड, VRC okayish, DLR okayish. If I go with the marks, 30 marks here and 30 marks here, maybe not 30 but 28 for some, and 25 marks here. If I go with that, 85 or 83 to 85 marks is good to go. And we are analyzing every mock, and in every mock you would see that even if the mock is harder or easier, the analysis says that 83 to 85 marks is good to go. Good to go doesn't mean 99 percentile marks is this. This means that is the bare minimum, or the bare minimum you expect, or the bare minimum you should have in your basket, or the bare minimum that you should have desired of, है ना. तो ये तो इतना तो टारगेट होना चाहिए. इस नंबर को तो तुम्हें सरपास करना ही है ना, इस नंबर को तो तुम्हें सरपास करना ही है. ठीक है. देर इज़ नो पर्सनल व्यूज़. मेरा मॉक कैसा भी गया हो, काफ़ी बेकार गया हो, काफ़ी अच्छा गया हो, आई डोंट ट्राई टू पुट इन दोज रिव्यूज़ हेयर. ये दिस रिव्यू इज़ completely depending on how people are saying, reacting to that these mocks, and what are the general views, or what अगर मेरा बुरा भी गया है या मेरा अच्छा भी गया है, तो I try to understand from someone a layman's point, which is the cat aspirant, कि वो अगर होता तो वो कैसा करता. मे बी मेरे VRC में 10 ही मार्क्स आए हों, 5 ही मार्क्स आए हों, दैट डजेंट मीन एनीथिंग, है ना, दैट डजेंट मीन एनीथिंग. So best of luck, keep giving the mocks, and keep updating your scores, and keep asking your queries in the comment section. And if you wish to be, you can join our Telegram group. We discuss everything there: mocks, mock reviews, analysis, different stuffs out there. And we also practice regularly quant questions or quant concepts, and based on the discussion we also do the live classes on the YouTube. That is completely topic is decided by the group students, and then we do the live analysis or lecture of those topics or those discussions. Thank you and